Phonics, we're going to be talking about circus foods and toys. Now, we have been to Disney on Ice, and let me see where else we've been. We've been to different places where you can always buy toys and we call souvenirs or remembrances. But you know, on Disney on Ice, many of the children bought things that light up. Well, you know, circuses sell those things too. They sell all kinds of toys and food. And you know, of course, Disney on Ice, we were able to, if you had extra money, you were able to buy popcorn, you were able to buy potatoes, french fries, you were able to buy maybe hot dogs. Well, all these places, and even at baseball games or football games, wherever you have a large crowd of people, they're always serving food and souvenirs. Sometimes you can get banners of your favorite team and baseball caps if you go to a baseball game, because they're always trying to sell you items so you could remember the place that you visited and what fun you had. Well, the circus is the same thing. We have circus foods and toys, and most of it, you know, is the same. The hot dogs, the cotton candy, the peanuts, the popcorn. Remember, you always have somebody say, "Get your cotton candy, get your cotton candy." And then when the lights go down, you always see the little light up toys blinking all around the stadium. Just remember when we went to Disney on Ice. Okay, so I'm going to read a little story. I want you to listen because it's comprehension. It's about a family who goes on a trip to the circus. And you will see that some of these things are very, very familiar to you, even if you have not gone to a circus. All right, let's go. It says, "Papa, park the van. Everybody out. There are a lot of people here today, so we need to stay together. Marta, hold my hand. Susita, hold Mama's hand. Carlos, stay near us." The Lopez family could hear a vendor is a salesman, shouting for people to buy a program booklet as they crossed the parking lot. The program would tell all about the different events and the performances that are going to be had in the rings, if it's a 3-ring circus especially. Next to him was a man selling stuffed animals on a stick and toys that lit up. But Papa thought the program booklet would have some interesting things in it, so he bought one for the family. And this is the way they would see some of the actors, the clowns, and maybe the aerialists or the acrobats, and they would have a picture of them and always remember that they saw them at the circus. As they presented their tickets, they were surrounded by the sights, the sounds, and smells of the circus. Hot buttery popcorn, colorful cotton candy, fresh roasted peanuts, I can almost taste it now. Animal-shaped helium balloons, light-up toys, clown hats and wigs, and the shouting of the vendors easily distracted the children. In fact, sometimes you want to go and see what this guy is selling and this guy, and then, oh, you could lose your parent. The children distracted the children as Papa herded the family down the hall and up the steps to their seats. Remember how we climbed in the arena when we saw Disney on Ice? I had to go up, 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 up. "Perfect," said Papa. "We'll be able to see everything. When the circus begins, there will be acts going on in each of those 3 rings, so there's going to be 3 rings. You'll have to decide which one to watch." That's why sometimes 1 ring is better, because, you know, you could enjoy the person performing, and when you have 3, you have to give a little bit of attention here and there, and it's not fair to the persons who are performing. While they waited for the show to begin, they saw some clowns riding around in a little red car. When it stopped, 6 clowns climbed out and began to pretend to bake a cake. Maybe you've seen something like this. When the oven caught on fire, one of the clowns ran up with a bucket of water. All the people sitting nearby thought they were going to get all wet. But you know what? The bucket was filled with confetti. That's a little colored paper. One of the clowns walked up to the Lopez family and asked if any of the children would like to ride an elephant. Carlos and Marta looked at each other, and guess what they said? Yes, yes. Papa took them down to the middle circus ring where other children were taking turns getting on an elephant. How exciting. Oh, maybe they wrote something about how they felt riding on an elephant. Remember, that was your assignment yesterday. Okay? Mama and Susita laughed and laughed when Carlos and Marta climbed on the huge elephant and rode it around the ring. It wasn't long after Papa, Carlos, and Marta settled into their seats that the band began to play. Remember, circus bands are very exciting. And the ringmaster announced, "Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the topsy-turvy, upside-down world of the all-new greatest show on earth." Susita climbed into Mama's lap to enjoy the loud, colorful opening of the parade. Several hours later, because circus is usually several hours long, the Lopez family walked back out to the van. Susita was twirling a new toy, and Carlos was still talking about his ride on the elephant. Marta gave Papa's hand a big squeeze. Gracias, Papa. It was the greatest show on earth, she said in her best ringmaster's voice. Okay, why do you think Papa was so concerned about everybody staying together? Right, anytime you go anyplace, especially like to Disney World or to Disney on Ice again, there are lots and lots of people, and you could be easily distracted, and you could wander off, you going that way and your parent going that way, and very easily to get lost. So you have to be careful. Okay, what did Papa buy first? What did he buy first? Did he buy popcorn? Did he buy a toy? He bought a booklet, okay, a program book, so that he would have, so he and his family would remember some of the things that they saw. Okay. All right. What special thing did Carlos and Marta get to do before the show began? What did they get to do? Aha, ride an elephant. Okay, how many of you remember the number of clowns that came out of the little tiny car, the little red car? Yeah, six clowns. Okay, all right, did the children enjoy the circus? They certainly did, they certainly did. Okay, today we're going to be going over some oi words. Okay, remember, O has many sounds. We have the short O, like cot. We have the long O, like spoke. Long O, silent E. Then we have goat, long O, silent A. Two vowels together. The first one says its name, not 100% of the time, but most of the time. Okay, we have the oo sound, oo, as in moon. Let me see what else we had. What did we have last week? We had the short, a word that has the two O's, but it's short.
Book.
Book, thank you. Book. All right, today we're going to do the oi sound. O-I and O-Y. Okay, who can give me some words? Miss Pam, give me an oi with an O-I.
Boil.
Boil. Okay, let's take that B. Can we use it here? And what would it be?
Boy.
Okay, what else can we have?
Foil.
Well, we don't have foy. I don't think foy is a word. Well, what letter comes after the B in the alphabet?
C.
Okay.
Coil.
Coil, just like a wire, curly wire. And coy. Coy is shy. All right, you have the word toil. When you toil, you work hard. And you have toy. Uh-oh, you have spoil.
And soy.
And you have soil. You have soy, like soybeans. Let's see if we have anything else. Well, we have lots of them. We have joy. What else? I have one.
Ploy.
Huh? Well,
Ploy.
how about toilet?
Toilet.
Toilet. I was thinking when I wrote the word toil, and we all know what a toilet's for. Let me see if I have anything else that's. No, I guess that's about enough for now, okay? So you know the difference. Oi, oi. I'm going to read some words, or actually a sentence, and I want you to tell me what that word is and where it should go. Let me get this over here. Notice the pens are working. Okay, the Expo marker pen fairy came last night and it's working. Okay, let me read something to you. All right, what do you have at the end of a pencil or a needle? Miss Pam?
A point.
A point. Where would I put point? She's so smart. She's so smart, Miss Pam. All right, where would I put point? Would I put it in the O-I or the O-Y?
O-I.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Point. All right, next question. When you connect two things together, like the elbow, the bones in the elbow, you call it a what?
A joint.
Ah, where shall I put it?
O-I. Oi.
Okay. Now, what do we call it when we're filled with happiness? We had a story, in fact, 2 stories that had that word in it.
Joy.
And where would that go?
O-Y. Joy.
Joy. If we hear a lot of racket, you know, out in the street, and there are a lot of people, they're making a lot of what?
Noise.
Where am I going to put noise?
O-I.
Okay. What is the opposite of girl?
Boy.
Where am I going to put boy?
O-Y. On the right.
Notice you said right. This is my right, and this is my left. Okay. What about another word for a penny or a nickel or a dime? We call them what?
A coin.
And where we would put coin, Miss Pam?
On the left. O-I.
Isn't she smart? Okay, let's see. Just one more. You speak with a what? What do we call this when you speak? It's your what?
A voice.
You sure?
Yes.
Where should it go?
On the left. O-I.
Okay. What do we call something we play with?
A toy.
We're going to put toy.
On the right. O-Y.
Okay. All right, I think that's enough. You did a good job, Miss Pam.
Yay.
Good job. Give her a silent cheer. A silent cheer. All righty. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to do workbook pages 223 and 224. You're going to be looking at circus foods and toys. Okay? Now remember, boys and girls, those of you who still have my library books on Indians, there are about 4 of you who never made your Indian report. Remember I told you you could write it and just present it on audio so I could hear a little bit about the Indian tribe that you chose, but you haven't done it. If you can do it before you return the book, just drop it off at the nearest library. Also at the church, I have some work that you can pick up in the crate that's by the ProCare checkout. And this is work that I could have been giving you as extra work, but you've had so much. But you can use it during the summer as review. So please pick it up, find out when the church is going to be open. And I've also returned some papers to you that were corrected that I really don't need anymore. I still have some here that I'm going to go over, but I've been checking all your work online. All right, don't forget to take your spelling tests, people, please. I will take any spelling tests from list 27, 28, 29, 30, or for the past 2 weeks when I've been taking it from the handwriting book. Remember, these are the words. This is the second handwriting page that words that I've used. Last week it started with Carlos. Otherwise, I can't give you a grade. I don't want to have to give you an F. I'd like to have at least 3 or 4 spelling tests. So you can go back and take a couple of them. Now, some people have taken every single one. Don't forget to do your reads, where some of you, I should have at least 1 read a week from any of the stories. Some of you have given me a read from every story we've read. So please, children, I want you to keep up your good grades. Miss Tiffany gave you some wonderful grades, and I don't want you to lose them. And please check in every day so I can take your attendance. Okay? Now remember our scripture verse also. If you can do some of the scripture verses, keep in mind every week I give you a new one. But if you can't remember all of them, as long as you can do a good percentage of them. Okay? And this is your scripture verse.